Hello preschoolers. This week we are going to focus on this Clifford magazine. And so if you haven't already, go grab your Clifford magazine, stop the video if you have to, and come back and restart it. And we're going to read about a teeny tiny nest. Now I know we're learning about solar system and this doesn't really go along, but I wanted to incorporate these as much as we can over the next few weeks and get through them all. And this goes along with what's going outside. And I think it's very interesting because I get hummingbirds to my house and I've never seen a hummingbird nest before. And in this Clifford magazine, we're going to get to do that. So this is a hummingbird, and right here it says this is the actual size of the bird. Hummingbirds are very little if you haven't seen any. I will try to put a video on about a hummingbird on our Facebook page later in the week. But here's a hummingbird's nest, and look how little the nest is. It sits on top of a pine cone. I wonder what we're going to see inside here. So it says a hummingbird is very little. Her nest is so small it fits on a pine cone. She made it with grass and spider webs. Can you guess what she has inside that tiny nest? What do you think she has inside that tiny nest? Let's see. All right. Tiny babies grow up. And if you come down here, we can see what she has in that nest. Eggs. That's what it says right here. Eggs. Do you see the tiny hummingbird eggs in the tiny nest? They are each the size of a jelly bean. So they're very, very little. Remember, the hummingbird is also very little. 5 days old. There's the number 5. How many of you are 5? What hatched? Tiny baby birds did. They want food. How do you think these birds are going to get food? Can they fly yet? Their eyes don't even look open. How do they get food? Well, if you guessed, the mom, you're right, the mom bird gives her baby food, gives her babies food. All right, let's move along to the next page. So I'm going to slide it so hopefully you can see all of it. There we go. And I'll slide it a little bit more once we see the rest of this. It says 13 days old. 1 and 3 makes 13. The baby birds grew. They have feathers now and they barely fit in their tiny nest. So look how big they're getting. At 21 days old, the baby birds can fly now. They will fly away from the tiny nest, and there they are. So they started out as eggs, and then they were little babies that had to be fed. Then they grew feathers and opened their eyes, and then after 3 weeks or 21 days, they're all ready to fly away and go off on their own. Clifford's Move and Learn says, why are they called hummingbirds? Their little wings flap so fast that they make a humming sound. And that says, see if you can, how fast you can flap. So if you want to stand up and see how fast you can flap your wings and see if you can flap them fast like a hummingbird. On the back, as always, we'll go over it, but this is something you can do at home. And some of you might have already done it, but it says, how many eggs are in each bird's nest? Color the number. The first thing I want to say about this is up here it says my name. And this would be great practice right now for you to write your name on top of this line. Remember, first letter uppercase, the rest are lowercase. How many eggs? This is an emu. This is a quail. This is a robin. And this is a goose. So they're all different types of birds. So what you need to do is look at the nest, count how many eggs are in there, and then find the number that's correct. And you can draw a line to it, or you can circle it, or you can exit, however you would like to do it. All right, look forward to next week. We'll do another Clifford magazine. Wishing you well.